What up? What up? Just gonna try to do some renders and do some paintovers, but I'm just trying to figure this thing out first real quickly, and then we'll get to painting. If you have things you want to have looked at, yeah, just let me know. In the meantime, I'm just gonna be kind of chilling and just trying some things out. Camera. So I want to move this guy. Let's just make it bigger. Yeah. Alright. Sorry. I gotta turn on my restream chat because I forgot. There's quite possible. Just so people, just in case people say something. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm just trying to kind of get this guy looking to where I want it to be. And it's a little bit blurry. I don't know. I think it's because of the fog. Honestly, I probably kind of screwed myself with that, but it is what it is. So I'm wondering if I should just make like a... Well, you know what? I'll just get rid of that for now. And we'll see how that works. Now the real question is, can I get... I definitely like some of the texture there and stuff like that, but I'm wondering if I should put that on the back. But I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm not really too worried about it, but overall I like the shot. So navigation top. So yeah, so that's what I have. I've been trying to do some of Jan's Patreon stuff. So I'm just trying out some things. So there's nothing really crazy here. Like this is kind of like a crazy fog node, and then if I were to turn that off, there's a bunch of other stuff like, you know, using nodes and whatnot. So I'm just kind of messing with that. So my next question is I'm trying to figure out is how much is that fog really messing with me right now. If I turn that off, I wonder if it's like if I turn it off, we get that, but that's like still blurry. So I wonder if it's the camera. So 0.2, so we'll just do 1 again. So we have that, and that's back. But if I click on this one, I want the camera to like be nice. So I gotta figure out how to change it so that's so it's less blurry. But it could actually just be fine, and maybe we're just not getting it in the render. So we could try it out right now and just see what it gives us real quickly. And while that's going, I guess panoramic might be a better... Yeah, I'm thinking panoramic might be the better option because it's already still looking kind of blurry. And I gotta figure out how to make that not blurry. So that's the game I've been playing. What's up, Fitz? So yeah, so I gotta figure out how can I make this less blurry. So it might be a focal length thing, it might be an f-stop thing. So what if I change it to panoramic? If that would change it. So lens, nope. So we'll turn off all that stuff for sure. And so wrong camera, I think. So there we go. focus objects distance. Maybe if I change that. Oh, if it's 0, then it doesn't focus on anything. So can this go super high? And that's what it is. Maybe just turn off depth of field. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, I think I figured it out. Just turn off depth of field, and then I can just blur that shit later. So, and there we go. I think, if I turn it on, then I don't know the distance. Like, so maybe it's like 300 or something. Like, I don't know how far that thing has to go in order for that to be blurred. So if I do like 2, right? Focus object. Oh, you could probably focus an object. Oh, that's cool. That hasn't, but then it doesn't focus anything else. So I don't know if I want that. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn depth of field off, and I can just do that later. But so far, I think it's giving me what I want. That's still a little bit flat here, but I could probably paint the rest in there to kind of make it what I want. So I think it's decent. I think it's good enough. So all right, cool. We'll mess with that, I think, for now, because I did the sky, I did all this stuff. I mean, realistically, I wouldn't mind having this ramp be a little bit like higher. So I could mess with the displacement here. And I'm wondering if like me kind of messing with some of these numbers might get this like a little bit higher in certain areas. By changing that, like I can mess with like how bumpy something gets. So I'm talking like displacement. So it kind of depends, like how much I can get out of it. As a scale, we'll do this at 25. So nah. Still like 5. 5 creates that nice like kind of flatness to it that we could then paint over. But I still want a little bit more bump on there. Like, so the displacement I think has to be a little bit higher. So I'm wondering if I move that, will that move over? So, but I don't want to spend too much time on this because then I could sit here for days. Like, now I lost something. And I could have painted that, so then at that point, you know, it's not really worth it, so we'll see. But overall, I like the texture. So what if I make it a little bit smaller, the plane? So if I go in a little bit more, will that then give me a little bit different bumps in the area? Because there are bumps, but the texture is kind of not being seen. So okay, so the one thing that I now need to fix is I want this to have a glow, because I had a glow on it before and I kind of lost it. And this is what I drew, some like random thing. So strength, let's turn that up to 5. And that's gonna be the same thing. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 50. I think that will work. Alright, so let's make this like a blue color. And good. I think that's good. Alright, hit the render button and let's see what we get out of it. And we'll go from there. But yeah, fits have been good. Just getting back into it. I've been kind of busy. I had some, I think one year, I think one week I had family stuff, and then more and more like weird family or people were in town, so it was kind of hard to get back into it. So I had a couple of weeks off where I was kind of busy with work and stuff. So I'm trying to remedy that now. Oh, the focal point is different actually. Well, I guess it's okay. So if we end up liking the result, then we can, you know, change some things. But I really do wonder why the glow texture is not working. It's supposed to be glowing, and it's not. So maybe I have to start with a brand new texture. So, alright. So let's cut this out, and then we'll try it again, I think. Cool. Alright, that's not a bad render. I definitely like where that's going. And we could probably edit that some more, but for now, let's see if we can fix this issue. Green. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Yep, I think that solved my issue. Let's turn that strength up to like 5. Alright, now we got it going. Alright, now I definitely want this to be a little bit wider too, so let's get this shot to go further. Um, 2048. I think that looks good. Let's go there. Who's texting me? All right, let's hit render and let's just see what we get. And then we can just start painting on it. So luckily my machine is fast, so don't get too much issues with it. Definitely not a bad render. All right. Let's see what we got going here. I wish there was a way to do this beforehand so I don't have to bore you with this render, but that's kind of cool. We'll definitely kind of paint over it and have some fun. Alright, come on, come on. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I should have put a little worker next to it. I'm giving myself a very kind of Death Stranding vibe for whatever reason, so maybe I want to go with the Death Stranding vibe today. So let's do that. All right, image, save as. We'll save it on the desktop, and I'll call it Wannabe Death Stranding. Cool. I mean, I wanted to put something in the far back, like some kind of like outpost, something like that, kind of there, but I think this is kind of cool. It's very cinematic. So anyways, we'll just save this as it is. And let's go into Photoshop and let's see. Yes, I did see the Diablo cinematic. It's pretty dope. That chick looks scary as hell. Granted, I don't play any other Blizzard games except for like Overwatch. Overwatch was like my, you know, the only game I've ever played at Blizzard, because I'm not a PC guy. I never grew up having a nice computer as a kid, so I never got into like Blizzard games. So so for me, it's a little bit it's like kind of new, you know. Not bad. That's cool. But it definitely looked like really nice. Like I was, you know, pleasantly surprised. Alright, so the first thing I gotta do is I gotta get the right amount of noise on my brush for this to kind of look correct. So if I paint something, that's not gonna work. So how do I do that? I will have to do color dynamics, apply per tip, maybe the purity. So no brightness, no saturation, just like a hue maybe. Turn the purity down. I mean, that's what it is. So let's see if I paint that up. And maybe we'll do a fade. Let's see. So that kind of works, but not really. All right, so turn the purity down, maybe. So I think maybe that's what it is. Okay, turn the purity. So I'm just trying to get the right amount of texture, but you know what? I don't think it's gonna matter because I can always take a texture brush to it. So maybe I don't worry about this right now. So maybe instead I'll just paint regular. So that way I don't have to. So what I'll do is I'll probably just block it in like with the regular color. And then I can just put that texture in later. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this looks pretty nice. I dig this. Yeah, same goes with Riot. Yeah, same thing with Riot. I don't play League of Legends. I tried to play it one time, and I got like yelled at because I suck. So last time I played that game, didn't play Diablo, even though they had it for console. I'm actually like low key was actually kind of excited for Diablo Mobile, just because I don't play Diablo and nor would I ever. So like having like a mobile version of it would be accessible for someone like me who's never played the franchise before or never thought it would be interesting. So I'm kind of interested in trying it out, but obviously I can see why fans were kind of pissed, obviously, because they shouldn't have announced that. But then again, they kind of did it themselves because they already said they weren't going to have an announcement. And they, you know, played themselves by getting super excited for it. But the trailer was really, really cool. That last shot, I was actually curious to ask if Anthony Jones had any part in that last shot with like the, you know, the cape from like her blood or whatever. That looked like definitely some like Anthony Jones-esque shit. So I wonder if like there was some inspiration there. So I know he used to work on the cinematics team. Oh, that's cool. Very interesting. All right, time to use my. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Someone playing Frank Ocean upstairs? Tight. I think my wife is watching that show where they wear masks and they sing. And someone's singing a Frank Ocean cover, which I am down for. That's actually not a bad shape. I actually low-key dig that shape. I got lucky there. But I don't like the texture, so maybe I just fill it in, yeah, and then I just kind of erase. I think that's probably the best. So I just gotta find a way to make it a little bit more organic. Right now it feels too forced. But yeah, the trailer looked good. I saw the Overwatch one. The stuff looks cool. Didn't feel like a new game to me though, but I could be wrong. Maybe they're gonna add more stuff or whatever. I know they're working hard on it. I know there's a lot of people that work hard on that shit, so I don't want to say like, hey, what the hell, but it felt definitely kind of like more expansion-y. I think that's kind of a complaint from some people, but I mean, they're still gonna get my money. So at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. You gotta make money somehow to support the game. But I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I'll buy it. I mean, I haven't played it. I haven't played the game in a minute, and there's like already like 3 new characters that I haven't played. So maybe I should get back into it at some point in time. But PvE doesn't really excite me. It's not really my kind of thing anyway. So I've always been kind of like a first-person shooter. Like I want to just play against people. Already I'm not liking the shape of this, so I might just have to resort to some randomness. Yeah, that might be the area I don't want to do that. Cool. But I will make it feel like it's kind of overlapping. Yeah, that could totally work. The question is, do I want this to kind of bleed over or not? Like, the texture looks cool, but then like, what's the point of it? Because we have this nice like line right there. So actually, I don't think I need it, to be honest. It's kind of distracting. If anything, I should put some texture like right here or something. Maybe some smaller rocks, I think, is probably a better idea. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Turn this off. But yeah. A lot of cool stuff. Thanks for the likes, Serge. Hope all is well. Man, the myth, the legend, Serge Solman. If you've never seen his work, he's a baller. I used to look at his work a lot when I was in art school. When I was coming up. Probably I'll have to draw a character soon to I do like this in the area, maybe I can get away with some of that stuff. I think we're good. If anything, we can just get some more of this this noise in here. Next thing I gotta figure out is how do I get like a clown pass off of a displacement map? Because when it renders it out before, it doesn't save it. It treats it like a flat image. Maybe just go straight up with it. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think that could work. So yeah, just a little more atmosphere in there. Kind of add to it. I think would be cool. And then we just gotta put a little character in there and call it a day. Might be better to use like a super noisy brush. So let's scroll up here. Yeah, I think that's the brush that we need to use right now. Or if we don't use it now, it might be good to use as an eraser, actually. So let's use that brush as an eraser. You don't want, like, you want to keep that same kind of graininess so it blends in. So I think that's what we're looking for here. Cool. So not bad. Maybe we can crop this down just a little bit. So I want to keep it kind of like wide, kind of like super wide angle. So not bad. I think it could be a lot worse, I think, in terms of like making a super nice render there. So yeah, let's get some of that noise in there that I was looking for before. I think I have to put on color dynamics actually. Turn that off. Why is this work? Why is this not working? Oh, the purity, that's why. There we go. Make that 0. There we go. There we go. So at least now we're getting that same kind of texture that we want. That nice grainy texture so it blends in properly. Pretty cool. Feels very isolated. Feels very like dark. So last question is, I gotta look up some like Death Stranding like character stuff. I think that's what we need to do. Whoops, what am I doing here? I'm on my wrong screen. Oh, I still have the Blender thing open, and I still have this open. Okay, cool. Let me open up everything else, because I'm a noob. Have a meeting. Peace out, best of luck. Appreciate it. Hope all is well with you. Thanks for stopping by. It is much appreciative. Alright. I think we're good here. Alright, cool. What was I doing? Doing Death Stranding. So, I'm looking at some of the dope concept art. She looks tight, man. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, that's dope. That's super cool. Oh, this is tight too. Oh yeah. That's really cool. I've always loved like Kojima stuff. Huh. Alright, I think that's enough to get me going, I think. So it's a staff man kind of thing. I think this image right here like probably does the best job of depicting what I probably need is like that. So they give me some good proportions. I can work with that on the side. So yeah, why don't we just take a look at that? Oh, that's freaking cool. That's really cool. Big giant box on his arm. That's tight. Alright, actually, let me see if there's like a death, I'm gonna get copyrighted for this. So where's the new one? That was like 6 days ago. Okay, cool. Hopefully I don't get copyright infringement on like... Yeah, see? Like I want to get that him walking. Is there like a shot where they're like walking? Let me see. Yeah, I want to recreate something like that. That'd be kind of cool actually. So that box is big. So yeah, that box is huge. Oh, look at these. Yeah, the box is huge. All right, I think I got enough information for that. To kind of draw something out if I zoom in. Well, honestly, he's probably not even going to be that tall, so I don't even know why I put that much thought into it. Yeah, you're not even going to like see it. What am I doing? But, you know, it's good to at least cover your bases. You're not even going to see any of this. That's funny. All right. But you gotta be sure. So I'm just gonna sample from like all of these. He has that big giant box. He's gonna draw his arm and his chest. Like he has a big giant raincoat. So I gotta draw another piece. give him a little visual break in there. There you go, dude. Give him his little staff. Does he have a staff? Well, in Death Stranding? Well, he does now. Probably got some kind of map, I assume. Which he probably looks at from time to time. Alright, so I'll make them a little bit smaller, a little bit taller, a little bit higher, so that way this can make sense of why. Probably even smaller, so he blends in properly. Probably have to should I make him walk? I made a mistake there. I probably should have done that. I need to make his legs more forward. He's got baggy pants too. Gotta give him like super pointy legs. I've wasted way too much time on this, but it is what it is. Or actually, should I make him just face towards the mountain? I don't know. Alright, that's cool. That's fine. That's me thinking that his arms are going to be crossed. Alright, so just got to think of some little highlights here and there. Just to kind of help give a little bit of more of a graphical read. Just in case. Yeah. That kind of feels like a person. I'll take it. In the meantime, we'll then kind of create some nice line art for this guy. Maybe even just blend in some of these values. Alright. Oh, that's too big. Oops. so that's good. Probably need to maybe you should draw one of those little outposts that he makes in the game or something. So what I do want to do though is I do want to make this a little bit lighter. Glow to be a little bit more pronounced. So maybe that glow hits the bottom of these things a little bit. Okay, so we got some light there. We got that. I mean, like, I could make this a little bit darker in the foreground, actually, which is what I might do. I can call him day. So maybe here, actually, he has like his little UI screen. So maybe that's what he's looking at. It's Google Maps. There you go. It's actually cool. So that seems like a way better thing. Now I wonder if he could put something. Alright. So I wanted to put like some kind of like, you know, thing on the far background, but I think if it's isolated, it's actually fine. Cool. So that's it. We'll bring that light here. Cool. And okay, let me get rid of this point right here. Nice. Multiply, and we're done. Well, that's it, folks. I appreciate you guys rolling through. Hopefully get back to my regular scheduled programming. Did it a little bit late today because I was doing something with the wife. So that's all. But this is a fun image. I kind of dig this. I dig this a lot, actually. It's very, I don't know, it's very simple. Simple cinematic. I like images like these. Very cool. So I can make this a little bit more blur. There you go. I don't know about green. I guess more green. I think a little bit more of a green will give it that alien feel a little bit more than usual. So yeah, that's cool. We'll save that out and we'll call it done. Alrighty. Boom. Wanna be Death Stranding JPEG. Save. Cool. Alright guys, thank y'all for rolling out. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Here's the little image that we did. It's a little quick little 3D sketch using some of Jan's stuff. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, talk to you later. And as always, yeah, peace out. Laters.